Welcome to episode 60 of the Yalla Habibi podcast.
60!
60, baby.
Crazy.
Don't get it twisted with 69.
Oh, well, no, we're way off of that.
Why
aren't we?
9 off? That is when Shelby officially said she would. She said if you remember in episode 1, she said if we get to episode 69, I will open an OnlyFans.
What I really like about what you've just said there is that it's very easily verifiably false.
That's what you said.
I did not.
That's what you said. So you remember when we get to episode 69, if we get there, then you're going to see some things.
Yes, like Shelby walking away from the podcast.
But yes, welcome. Please do, before we go on, please do give us a subscribe, a like, a share, a rate. We are an up-and-coming podcast. We're very small. We're not the Joe Rogans of the world. We are a tiny podcast. And we want to become a little bit bigger.
Yeah, we do.
We don't have to be a Joe Rogan, but it'd be nice
I don't want to be Joe Rogan.
No, he's become a bit odd recently, hasn't he? Very political, but anyway.
But we are our own individual beings.
We are, and it'd just be nice to get a bit bigger, and, we like theatre, and we have this big grand plan that one day would be amazing, is do it live.
Yes, we saw Jack Mate's Happy Hour podcast live at Leeds Grand Theatre.
We did, it was great.
It was wonderful, and we met them after. Lovely, lovely guys.
Yeah, really sweet lads.
Yeah, particularly Robbie's my favourite.
Yeah, he's very heartwarming. Robbie Knox, I think it's Knox with a K at the start.
Yeah.
You can see his YouTube channel. It's just very wholesome.
Yeah, I find him in particular very wholesome. He runs marathons as well, doesn't he? Yeah,
he's a big runner. He loves theatre. He's great. He's a very wholesome character, very conscious of things. He used to be on Talk Sport. I think it was Talk Sport. He used to be one of the presenters.
Talk Sport.
Yeah, so that's where he got his original notoriety from. He was on, I might be wrong, I'm sorry for the football fans, but he was a key presenter on one of the big football channels, and that's where he sort of got his name, and then he's evolved into things.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they stayed behind after the show outside the stage door and waited in the rain to meet us, didn't they?
They really did. They were lovely lads, and just a really wholesome show, and we have dreams to hopefully do something similar in the future. But with the episode, we've got an interesting one today. With the episode, before we get into the meat of it, and I just want to make sure I correct that, meat-free of it,
not roast of it.
Not roast. Before we get into the nut roast, see, she's Shelby's foreshadowing episode 69. OnlyFans, not roast. That's all I'm gonna say. You're saying
what on earth is a not roast?
Well, you wait for 9 more episodes, and Shelby will let you know.
Jesus, this guy.
But anyway, something crazy we learnt recently through TikTok, which we seem to learn everything on TikTok these days, is every room has a pitch.
Yes. It's called to me expectantly. So every room has a pitch, and by that, for those that don't know, pitch is like how high or low a note is. And you'll find that when you're talking and when your voice hits a certain note, it kind of reverberates off the walls more, or kind of echoes back to you. So apparently, if you are really keen at listening to it, you can figure out what note that is, and it will sing the note back to you. The best way to do this is in the corner of the room. So if you had to go, oh, into the corner of a room, you'll find at one point that one of the notes just seems to sing back at you.
It really does. And some rooms are harder than others.
I felt like I heard it then when you...
Yeah, you would have, because you did.
I feel like it's a low... No, but I feel like it's your voice. I feel like my room must be a low-pitched. Low-pitched.
Low-pitched. Yeah, it's...
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that is it. Because I know it sounds mental, but when we say you sing back, it like sinks, so it like reverberates off the wall, so you do feel what you're putting out there coming back. You hear it.
Yeah.
It's like as if someone else is humming in the room. That's what it's like.
Yeah.
It's like someone else in the room is humming the same pitch.
Yes.
So you will pick it up when it happens. And I looked into this a bit further. And apparently this is like a really important thing for architects to understand.
Oh.
Yeah, so apparently, to become an architect, it's a 7-year degree, right? But apparently it's like a big part to understand, because when they're creating spaces for sound to resonate beautifully, they want to improve the audience experience. So that's why like amphitheatres like the Roman Colosseum or like the Hollywood Bowl were designed in a way to enhance natural acoustics, allowing performers voice to carry more clearly in the entirety of the venue.
Interesting. That is, yeah. I mean, it makes a lot of sense into, why they would design it in that way. Do you know though? Because do you know about a duck's quack not having an echo?
No.
Well, apparently this is the thing. I don't know if it's true. A duck's quack doesn't have an echo, but if you're in an amphitheatre, or like in a recording studio, you would hear a reverberation from a duck's quack, but you wouldn't from a pigeon's coo. Do you know that? Do you know why?
No.
Acoustics.
Oh, it's a joke. All right. Okay. I thought you were adding something educational.
That's my favourite way to tell a joke, is like lean in something as though it's a really interesting fact and get people like, all right, oh, why?
Brilliant. I didn't know that your dad was on the podcast today. Oh my goodness. Honestly, when they're together, they're as bad as each other.
We're unbearable, aren't we?
You are. But it is funny though. But I think that's fascinating. Not your joke, but I think it is fascinating.
Yeah, I mean, I find anything to do with music interesting. Like, one of my lecturers in college, in fact, he was my tutor, he said that, because he was an unreal musician, like ridiculously, you could just hear a note and know what it is instantly. But he says it gets to a point for him where like if a tap's running in the background, his brain's like, that's a C sharp, or like for how fast it's running, like, and he can just hear the pitch of things in his day-to-day life, which I think must be somewhat unbearable.
That's unbelievable.
Like, to be that super conscious of it and aware of it.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. I know there are 2 artists that are known for having a very large, is it called octave range?
Range, yeah. Vocal range.
Yeah, vocal range.
Yeah.
I will say the male, you say the female.
Well, I've been informed by Scott that I shouldn't say Billie Eilish and I should say Christina Aguilera.
Because she has a large octave range. Christina
does.
Aguilera is known for having a large one.
Yeah, she's something like 6 octaves, I think. It's ridiculous, whatever it is.
It's unbelievable. And a male artist is Corey Taylor. The singer from Slipknot is also known to have a very large octave range.
Oh.
There we go. Fun
Impressive. We do like Corey Taylor.
We do.
I really want us to go on Halloween dressed as Corey Taylor Swift.
Corey Taylor and Taylor Swift.
Yeah, and then we'd be Corey Taylor Swift. You'd be Corey Taylor, I'd be Taylor Swift. We'd be Corey Taylor Swift.
Won't we just be Corey Swift?
Well, no, because that's what's funny though, isn't it? Like, you'd be Corey Taylor,
Oh,
I'd be Taylor Swift,
I didn't get it.
and
Sorry.
together we'd be Corey Taylor Swift.
Understood. Okay, I like that. I love Corey Taylor, so I'd happily go with him.
Yeah.
I could just get a Slipknot outfit easily.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome. Just get the... Yeah, that'd be awesome. Well, let's do it, baby. Halloween. We enjoy dressing up for Halloween.
We do. Our most famous out... Well, in fact, I think we've only done one Halloween together.
For a party, yeah. Yeah, for going to a party together, yeah, we have all...
Yeah, and we went as Courtney and Travis.
We did, and we absolutely nailed it.
We knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
We could not have looked more like it. You had his facial expressions down as well. Like, you look so much like him on the pictures. It's so funny.
I studied his photos for the hour before to really nail it. Yeah, he's pretty easy to do.
Yeah.
So give it a go. Hum at home. What?
Just tickle me.
I'm at home. But on to the big meat-free nut roast.
Yeah.
Lidl versus Aldi.
Well, it's quite a controversial topic, really. We should have probably prefaced at the start that there's going to be some controversy in this episode.
There's going to be a lot of... This is an explicit episode.
Yeah. Well, what is your preference, my darling, Lidl or Aldi? What would you say?
Well, I think we should sort of give our reasons why. So, they're both pretty... When you think... I get confused between them all the time. Mm-hmm. I get confused between them all the time. But I would sway to Lidl.
Okay.
I would sway to Lidl. 3 reasons. 1, a personal reason. I've always been round Lidl's more where I've lived. So I've naturally gravitated towards Lidl's. So I've gotten to like them. Like in university, I used to always go to Lidl. 2, I just think they have a better range. I think, especially now being vegetarian, I think Aldi's good, but I think they have a little bit more. I think they just have a bit more variation of interesting stuff. So I think that they have a bigger range being a vegetarian and, you know, vegan. We saw that when we last went in Lidl. The third one, what could the third one be? I mean, something new I learned recently is Lidl have a, what's it called? A club card.
Yes.
So that's cool.
Yeah, I think that in itself is enough to pick the post on Aldi. Don't get me wrong, I love Aldi.
Aldi's great.
Yeah.
But if we've got to choose.
Well, because I feel bad because I am also on the side of Lidl. But when we first got an Aldi, I mean, there's a lot of controversy around this even, but do you know what Aldi used to be in my village? Like what the building was?
Oh, was it another supermarket?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, it was... Well, I don't know then.
It was a fire station.
Okay.
And it was quite, shocking when it got shut down. But anyway, when I found out that... I mean, it wasn't shut down to be an Aldi. Like, it was shut down for a few years before that. But when I found out that we were getting an Aldi, I was ecstatic. Like, I can't tell you how excited I was. Because it's just it's so much more affordable. Like, the stuff that you can get in Aldi... Like, you can easily do a week's shop for, like, less than 40 quid.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's just wonderful. And there are lots of vegan options. I would say, of late, they have declined.
That's what I'm saying. Lidl pull it up.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I used to get these, they were like a spicy non-chicken burger. Do you remember them? I used to get them quite frequently. There was like a breaded version, and then there was like a spicy version.
I think so.
And they're really nice, like 20 grams of protein per burger.
Oh, I love it. I love a vegan burger.
Yeah, and they were great, but they've just stopped doing them. Then they started doing the smash burgers, but now they've also kind of stopped doing them. There's very little by way of meat alternatives in the Aldi freezer at the minute, which has been the case for a few months actually.
And that makes it extra difficult for you because whereas I will eat any corn, veggie, vegan version, but you're a bit more particular. You don't like the really meaty versions, do you?
No, I don't like anything like... So the only meat alternatives I will have are chicken and duck occasionally.
Yeah.
Like I don't like anything beefy because I never liked beef, you know, even before I was vegetarian. Like as a kid, the only meat I would eat was chicken and fish because I was convinced it made me brainy, but...
Oh yeah, we all used to have... Every kid used to have those big fish bills.
Oh, the Amigas.
Massive bills that were bigger than your own head.
Yeah.
And you would have to swallow them and then you'd accidentally bite one day and it was just horrific.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Well, and what I will say to that is I stopped eating meat when I was 8 years old and I've got 4 degrees, so let's see what fish does for other people, because...
You've got what?
4 degrees.
4 degrees?
University level qualifications.
Oh!
Scott ate fish all his life and he didn't...
No. Something you'll learn about me is I'm very literal.
Yeah.
So when you said 4 degrees,
yeah.
I thought you were talking about the temperature.
Oh, right.
And I was like, what? What do you mean by 4 degrees? I'm a very literal person, yeah.
No, I can be too. But yeah, no, I mean, so I didn't need to eat fish to be brainy, is what I'm saying. You don't need fish to be brainy. So it was fake news.
Fake news.
But yeah, so Aldi has recently like lowered its vegan offering, which is annoying. But then in the fridge section, they have increased it. Like I think they've even got vegan salmon and stuff now, and like bacon and loads of tofu, cheese. They've got quite a few vegan cheeses. But it's like less of the healthier stuff. Like, yeah. Basically, if you work at Aldi, please bring back the spicy vegan chicken burgers because they were great. But yeah, we recently went to a Lidl because you were doing an Ultra in Grimsthorpe, and the Lidl had lots of options, and in particular, I love the cereal in Lidl.
Oh, that Lidl, that particular Lidl was excellent. That was top tier Lidl. It had every. I was shocked. That's what really blew me away about the amount of variation it had. So, yeah, top tier Lidl. So, it would have been a probably better segment if we disputed each other, but there we go. And, hang on.
I can agree. We don't always have to disagree, do we?
No, we don't. And if we did, we already know who would be right.
Me?
Of course.
Oh, I thought you were going to say.
No, of course. If any man in a heterosexual relationship knows who wins every argument, and that is the woman, and that is just a fact of life.
They're always right.
They're always right, and I totally agree. I totally agree. Another thing we haven't noted is the wine selection is top tier as well.
In both, though, I would say.
In both, yeah. They're pretty similar, but just generally you need to know if you're looking for some good wine.
Yeah.
Lidl, Aldi, great.
They are really good. And we've also just been snacking on some, it's called Asia Specialties lightly salted rice crackers.
Oh, they're so good.
They're phenomenal. Do you know what? We're having them with the jalapeno hummus, which was not from Aldi, it was from Tesco. But even on their own, they're great. You know, like the salty crackers are brilliant. One of my friends in Australia actually got me onto this style thing, and it's really good with sweet chili sauce as well.
Oh, my goodness. And it's low calories, right?
Yeah, it's 104 calories per quarter pack. 4 points on Weight Watchers, I've discovered, per quarter pack.
There we go. So
that's not too bad.
Quite filling as well. I've had like one of the row. I've not even a full row, and I already feel like it's fit, dealt with that bit of hunger.
Yeah, like I'm happy that that's lunch now because we've had some cucumber as well, and you're probably going to want more.
That is definitely not lunch for me. That was just a snack to keep me going so we could record these episodes. But there we go.
Well, that's Aldi versus Lidl. And
Aldi versus Lidl.
I think it would be prudent for us to get onto our segments.
Would it? Wow, look at Shelby being efficient.
Well, I just think let's do it. And then, because we don't need to end with the segments, we can always add more information if we need to fill out time. But we always go over time, so...
No, we couldn't possibly get at the end of the segments at the end of the episode, baby.
I don't think it needs to be.
So we are going to be on time, which is good. So it's time for Scott's WTF of the week. Every week the world gets a little weirder. Let's talk about the strangest thing that went down this week. This is one I've been wanting to talk about for a while. I've just been holding it off. And you might have seen this. It's actually been around for a while, but it's just not that well known. But I think it's fascinating. So, Cloudflare. Yeah, I said that right, didn't I? Cloudflare, not fair. Cloudflare. They have lava lamps that actually help them with the security for their customers. So Cloudflare is a SaaS platform, and they actually use lava lamps to maintain security on their platform.
Interesting. Which
sounds bonkers, doesn't it? Let me tell you. So they have 100 lava lamps. I have one at home. I've always loved lava lamps. I love lava lamps.
They're mesmerising.
They are. I sometimes leave it on for days, and I just look at it. It calms me. They use about 100 lava lamps in their lobby, so you can see this, to generate truly random data for SSL encryption keys. So because any one lava lamp, it's completely random. It's not the same pattern every time. When I guess they're not bubbles, but when they move from up and down, it's completely different. So because of that randomness, what they can do, let me keep to so encryption keys must be unpredictable so hackers can't guess them, and where computers are logical and predictable so they can't create the randomness, whereas lava lamps, what happens is they're ever changing. So what happens is they have a camera that actually looks at these 100 lava lamps and it snaps a photo of those 100 lava lamps, and then it turns that image into random numbers.
Oh.
This is crazy, isn't it? So it takes a photo of 100 lava lamps, it turns that image into random numbers, and then these numbers, it feeds into a cryptographically secure, this next word I can't say, I'll use Susan Dent.
Where cryptographically, where is it?
Secure.
Pseudo-random
number generator, which is a very complicated word. But in short, they just create very strong encryption keys because they're totally random. So it's unbelievable. I think that's so fun.
Yeah. I wonder who came up with the idea. It's simple yet effective. It's the concept of it. They've taken something that nobody can predict or control, which is like the flow of the lava lamps, and then they've utilized that randomness for what they need it for, which I think is it's controlled chaos, isn't it?
It is. I think it's fascinating. I think whoever thought of that idea is a boffin, because they've absolutely nailed it, because it's a nice balance between absolutely nailing what they need, but it's also an engaging piece that is so creative and so interesting that it is just the perfect piece to have in the lobby.
Yeah.
That is the best way to communicate to any upcoming clients, any big business. This is who we are.
Yeah.
We are creative thinkers. You are seeing our engine in real time in such a creative, fun way. It's just such a great first introduction to the company. So whoever thought of it absolutely smashed it out of the park.
Yeah. I wonder, I hope I'm not, assassinated for this. Do you think it's a red herring? And actually they've got a different system? I don't think it's pretty wild that they would be like, this is how we do our security.
Yeah.
Do you know, and even as unpredictable as it is and as randomised and all that, is there a possibility that someone could hack it or figure it out, especially when they're like, this is it, and it's right in front of you?
I don't know. I think it's so random that I don't know how they could do it, because they would need to have a live feed of it to do that, and then it just wouldn't be possible because it's ever moving.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think a human could do it, but I do think a bot could do it. Yeah. If you had a smart, because if we think of it from a human perspective, let's say they're sat in front of it, they would need to take a photo at the exact same time that the camera takes a photo, because that's when it creates the encryption key. So they'd have to take a photo at the exact same time, and they would have to then calculate that into the numbers, which I'm not sure how they translate that into the numbers actually. I'm just looking at here. So apparently each unique lava lamp photo, so a different pattern of pixels, each pixel has a value. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Red equals 255, green is 50, and blue is 100.
That's just one example though, isn't it, of each pixel? That'll be the RGB.
Yeah, so I think that's the RGB of the pixel. Oh, Jesus, so there's no way a human could do it. So those values are turned into long numerical strings, and those strings seed the random number generator, and there's 100 of them, and that's only a pixel, because these are colourful lava lamps. I know you can get non-colourful lava lamps. So I just don't see any way a human could do that. In 1 millisecond, you'd have to make 100,000 calculations. It would be insane.
Yeah.
But AI could do it.
Yeah.
If you had, when AI gets there, maybe it's already there, that could, go in like a body camera and it could get the whole maybe.
Yeah, and it's for every second of this day, take every possible, there'll be trillions, quadrillions of possible outcomes. But if you could list all those possible outcomes and then push it to try them all simultaneously, then theoretically I suppose you could.
Yeah. It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
And you know what makes it even more wild? Sometimes it's taking a photo when people walk past it.
And that's incorporated into it there.
That's incorporated. Apparently it just makes it more random because now they block some of the lava lamps, which just makes it more of a random code. So it's just a really cool way to
creative.
encrypt their platform.
What an interesting story.
Yeah, fascinating.
Well, now it's time for Shelby's Good Vibes Only. So let's take a break from the chaos. Here's something to make you smile this week. Shelby's Good Vibes Only. And for the first time, a Mexican taco stand is the first ever to win a Michelin star.
Oh,
Isn't that exciting?
I love that.
So it's actually in Mexico. And I've got to read this opening, we're going to link the Good News Network article, but I've just got to read the opening statement because it's just, how it's written is beautiful.
Okay.
In cooking, less is often more, and no instance of such a maxim could better prove its veracity than tiny Mexican taco stand being awarded a coveted Michelin star.
Oh.
It's very well written.
It is. We needed Susan Dent for that, didn't we?
We did need to, yeah. So Andy Corbley, well done, of Good News Network. That's a beautiful sentence. But this taqueria only has 4 items on the menu, and can only seat 11 people.
Oh, well, that's true of a lot of Michelin stars, isn't it?
Yeah, that is true. Like, we went to that Michelin recommended ramen place in Tokyo, and that was great.
That was great.
Outside
Remind me of
Team
that
Labs.
again. That was great. Yeah, that was wonderful.
Yeah.
And Team Labs is a cool museum. Go to that anyway.
Yeah, and defo go and get the ramen after. It's
Yeah.
phenomenal. But this Taqueria El Califa de Leon in the Colonia San Rafael neighborhood of Mexico City is the first one ever to have received a Michelin star. And they have just it's a really simple taco. So it's got the tortilla, red or green sauce, and then meat, and that's it. So like those are the only options. So sadly, it doesn't seem like there are vegan ones. But they're saying like it's much like a pizza. It's the quality of it'd be the quality of the dough and the tomatoes on the pizza, whereas like the quality of the corn tortilla and the sauces that they're bringing together. That they got a Michelin star, and I'm here for it.
Honestly, it doesn't surprise me with Mexico because if you ask us, out of all the countries, and we've been to like 37 now, if you ask us where's the best, most consistent food, every time I'm going to say Mexico.
100%. And that's not just for Mexican food. Like, you're going to get the best pizza, you're going to get the best sushi, you're going to get the best everything.
You actually do. It's just so consistent. The chefs just have it locked down. It's just, we had one bad meal, that was it, and we were there for over a month.
Yeah. And that, in fairness, I think was the water, not the food.
No, do you remember that mushroom
the
burger?
Yeah. It was like
weird.
a hummus burger, I think. It wasn't even cooked.
Shocking. But honestly, that is not a representation. It is excellent. Everything there was still to this day. Well, we've been to Napoli now, but arguably the best pizza I've had is weirdly in Mexico.
Yeah, I mean, I would counter that and say that I think that
Napoli
the
is
best pizza was
great.
in Naples,
Napoli,
yeah.
it's hard for me. I've had 2 such good pizzas in Mexico, like crazy good. One was in Cholula, and I think the other one was in Tulum, and that was the vegan one we went to.
Yeah.
It was so good. But traditional pizza, Napoli wins it.
Yeah.
But if we had a bit of sparkle to it, I've got to say that Mexican pizza, and probably the one in Tulum. Yeah.
Yeah. Mexico is just a great country.
Oh, it's so fun. Like, great holiday destination. Again, solo, couple, family, whatever. Loads of fun.
Yeah.
Loads and loads of fun.
First to recommend. Sorry, you go. What were you going to say? Go
It's
to?
a podcast. We can both go.
Okay, well, I was going to say Playa del Carmen and Merida. They're the 2 places I would say go to.
Yeah, Yucatan area, yeah.
Yeah.
So Yucatan is probably what you'll gravitate to because there's just all the beaches, the water sports, and this is just a bunch of fun over there.
It really is. And in Playa del Carmen, we went to one of the best restaurants, Alouche. You're looking at me blankly with the bats.
Okay, yeah, with the bats, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really beautiful. Yeah, if you're in Playa del Carmen, go to the restaurant Alouche, Alush, I think.
Alux.
UX, Alouche. Yeah. Really beautiful restaurant in a cave.
Yeah, and they're actual bats flying about. It's so
Yeah,
cool.
there are. But don't worry, they don't eat your food.
No.
And it's vegan friendly.
Yeah, we had a great Caesar salad was the main thing that is sticking out in my head, but it was obviously a vegan one.
I feel like we had a few things. Yeah, I remember we had quite a few different things.
And you can go in the wine cellar and choose your own wine.
Wine cellar is so cool.
That was really fun.
Yeah, they have like this bolted like metal gate, and then you go in. It's like this cool little area. It's lit up. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's like a little cove. Just be mindful. There are some very expensive bottles of wine in there.
Yeah, I think the cheapest was like $50.
Yeah, and it went all up to multiple thousands. So just be careful which one you try. Just be careful. Yeah. But there we go, baby. I think we're gonna finish on time.
Well, there we go.
There we go. Wow, we're so good at finishing. So there we go. So maybe we say there we go again.
There we go again.
There we go.
There we go.
There we go. There we go.
There we go again.
Another adventure wrapped up.
But the journey never ends.
Keep your bags packed for the next one. And remember, when in doubt, just say,
Yalla Habibi.
See you next time.